Welcome to UGOG News. News on Universal God of Gita. The main objective of UGOG News is to reveal the truth of the two spiritual institutions that are claiming that the only knower of spiritual knowledge is Shiva, the god of Gita. Sri Krishna is not the god of Gita. Also, many YouTube channels are harshly criticizing the two spiritual institutions, the Brahma Kumaris, BK and adhyatmik-vidyalaya, the AIVV. We intend to let everyone know about the amazing mysterious task happening in BK and AIVV through scriptural evidence as well as images of ancient artifacts. A few details of BK and AIVV are: the followers of Brahma Kumaris prefix BK to their names, and the followers of AIVV prefix PBK, meaning Prajapita Brahma Kumari and Prajapita Brahma Kumars. For both BK and PBKs lead a celibate life. A significant point to be noted is that all PBKs are former BKs. Uniquely, both institutions are managed by maidens and mothers, and both say that Shiva himself says that I, the ever unborn, am the god of Gita, not Sri Krishna. The founder of BK is Lekhraj Kriplani, claimed to be Krishna Chandra as well as Brahma, addressed as Brahma Baba. And the founder of AIVV is Virendra Dev Dikshit. Both BK and AIVV say that Shiva self-manifested in the bodily chariot of Lekhraj Kriplani, the founder of BK, and narrated an altogether new wisdom called Gyan Murli from 1951 to 1969 at Mount Abu in India. The uttered wisdom, Gyan Murlis, were documented date-wise and are published by Brahma Kumaris until the demise of Lekhraj Kriplani on the 18th of January 1969. The senior BKs conduct daily spiritual classes by reading the documented Gyan Murlis. AIVV claims that Shiv Baba, meaning Shiva, self-manifesting in Virendra Dev Dikshit, elaborates those Gyan Murlis. Moreover, AIVV also says that the soul of Brahma Baba enters Virendra Dev Dikshit to listen to Shiva's elaboration of Gyan Murlis documented by him. The triple message conveyed by both BK and AIVV is one and the same. That is, God has incarnated, Shiva alone gives the spiritual knowledge. The current Iron Age world will soon be destroyed. The 5,000-year world cycle is going to complete. The new Golden Age world is about to begin. The DT world will be established soon. Several YouTubers are severely criticizing the claims and practices of BK and AIVV, such as Shiva is the Bhagavan of Gita, not Sri Krishna, and Lekhraj Kriplani is Krishna Chandra alias Brahma, and both say Shiva and Shankara are two separate souls. Stating so, they are insulting the gods of Sanatana Dharma. Virendra Dev Dikshit, a BK, founded a separate organization, AIVV. If God has really incarnated, would division be allowed? BKs do yoga by remembering Supreme Spirit Shiva in between the eyebrows of Lekhraj Kriplani, alias Brahma Baba. And PBKs remember Shiva, the point of light of wisdom, in between the eyebrows of Virendra Dev Dikshit. Both say there is no knowledge in the scriptures, and the ever unborn soul Shiva himself explains the essence of all scriptures, for Shiva is the only knower of the most confidential knowledge called Raja Yoga. No human knows neither spirituality nor the true meanings of the scriptures. They also say that scriptural computation of millions of years of kalpa, the world cycle time, is false, and that the world cycle duration is only 5,000 years. Both impose celibacy on the married as well as unmarried. All are to consider each other as brothers and sisters and detach from all relationships, desires, properties, etc., material affairs. Saying so, they are destroying Sanatana Dharma. They do not influence Christians and Muslims. AIVV maidens and mothers are kept in prison-like environment, and their founder, Virendra Dev Dikshit, is accused of having physical relations with surrendered maidens. These are a few but major allegations raised in the media related to BK and AIVV. My relationship with these two institutions and why it is necessary to come forward with the news on Universal God of Gita. I underwent the 7-day creation course at BK and then at AIVV. The same topics explained at BK was very basic compared to AIVV, where the same were elaborated in depth as well as all questions were fully answered. Then I began attending the daily classes at AIVV, where occasionally live and otherwise recorded VCDs of Shiva Baba, meaning Shiva self-manifested in the bodily chariot of Virendra Dev Dikshit, clarified the Jnana Murlis that were documented by Lekhraj Kripalani Brahma Krishna Chandra. In these classes, I was very attracted to one particular point, that almost 99% of the world population will accept the BK-AIVV knowledge when proved through the verses of the Gita, and for the other religious population through their respective religious scriptures. And so, in accordance to the ideas and the evidence elaborated by Shiv Baba, UGOG News presents the proofs from the ancient artifacts along with the verses of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Vedas, and the 3 Abrahamic scriptures. Now we shall view the Gita verses that Shiv Baba elaborates in support of these 3 BK-AIVV messages. However, we will focus on the Sanskrit words alone and shall understand the hidden context through their ancient pictorial depictions. In this verse, Bhagavan says, "Neither the Suraganas nor the Maharshis know my Prabhava. I am Adi of Devas, the Suras, and Maharshis by all means." Then in this verse, Bhagavan says, the 7 Maharshis and 4 Manus and this world population that are their subjects, all are Manasa Jata, meaning mind born in my wisdom. In this verse, Arjuna says that all rishis, the 7 Maharshis as said here, and Devarshi Narada, Asita, Devala, and Vyasa, the author of this very Gita and the Vedas, all have praised you, yet you yourself are telling me about self. Then Arjuna says that you said that neither the Deva nor the Danava know Bhagavan Vyaktim, meaning Bhagavan personified in singular tense. Therefore, I consider your words to be true. Observe that Maharshis here are addressed as Danava, meaning demons, also called Asura, a term opposite of Sura. Then in this verse, Arjuna says, Purushottam, you yourself know yourself. Hence you introduce self all by yourself. In these verses, 2 kinds are mentioned, the Devas and Asuras. And in this verse, Bhagavan says, Dvau bhuta sargau asmin loke, meaning in this loka there are 2 kinds of embodied creation, Deva and Asura. Then in this verse, Bhagavan says that divine properties liberate and Asura mat, literally meaning clashing opinions or demonic opinions, are said to bind or entangle. In this verse, Bhagavan says that when there is exhaustion or emaciation of dharma and rise of adharma to its all over peak, That is the Adi, meaning the beginning, when I myself Srijami or Prabhava or Vyaktim, meaning self personify or self manifest. Same is written in these verses of Manusmriti that in the Kali Yuga there is adharma in all four quarters, and in the Satya Yuga there is dharma in all four quarters. The etymology of the word loka will clear further. Loka from root lok means to look, look at, view, contemplate, to see, perceive, be aware of, and know. And through the gathered knowledge, we shine by our speech. Precisely, we speak according to the formed outlook in our mind. Lok also is origin of English word look. Thus, two kinds of loka are devaloka when the mind and intellect, that is the soul, is filled with dharma, that is the divine or righteous properties in mind and intellect give immense happiness to self and others. And in the asura loka, owing to unjust, falsehood, greed, fraud, etc. demerits called adharma, unrighteousness, demonic opinions, give pain to self and others. Thus, Bhagavan comes to establish spiritual merit in us soul, the mind, with his wisdom, thus called spiritual knowledge, knowledge of soul. Said to be Manasa Janma in Atma Vidya in the Gita by Shiva, the Atmavid. And this verse states that I safeguard those who make themselves perfect or divine in my auspicious wisdom, and I destroy the imperfect wrongdoers, asuras. And in this way, I establish the Dharma, the golden age, the Satya Yuga, by personifying self yuge yuge. Etymological meaning of the word yuga is pair, couple. So Bhagavan comes when one pair of Devaloka and Asuraloka ends to set the beginning of another pair said to be yuge yuge in this verse, which is completely misinterpreted by humans. Both BK-AIVV are conveying this very supreme event in their triple message. In Rigveda, Vedavyas writes that the sages do not know how the Devaloka and Asuraloka, the heaven and earth, are born, which is later and which is former. And these verses indicate that the heaven and earth are a pair, twins, that roll like day and night, suggesting their equal duration. Thus, as said at BK and AIVV, only Shiva tells the essence of human authored scriptures, including the duration of world cycle time. We understood that BK and AIVV are conveying the message related to the live event when the Supreme is giving the wisdom to establish Devaloka, that is heaven, and to destroy Asuraloka, that is earth, praised in the Gita and the Vedas, and the same is mentioned in the three Abrahamic scriptures as well, however, have altered the name of the Supreme. The Vedic, plural yet singular praise of the Supreme, Yahva Ilaha, is adopted as is in the oldest of the Abrahamic scripture, Joish Tanakh, Yahva Elohim. However, in the Bible, Elohim is eliminated and only Yahva is adopted, which now is Jehovah. And in the Muslim Quran, the singular form of Elohim, Ilah, is adopted. The viewers must have guessed that of the 7 clashing opinion asuras, the 3 are these Abrahamic opinions. Now let's check a few ancient pictorial images and their relevant Gita verses in support of BK and AIVV's claim that Shiva utters the new wisdom through Lekhraj Kriplani, Krishna Chandra Brahma, and as claimed by AIVV that through Virendra Dev Dikshit, Shiva elaborates the same to establish the Golden Age deity religion and destroys the current Iron Age clashing opinion demonic world. Here Bhagwan says to Arjuna, "Know that the brilliance of Agni and Chandra to be mine." The new knowledge that was uttered by Lekhraj Kripalani from 1951 to 1969 was spoken by the self-manifested Shiva is the wisdom that rules or transforms the soul from asura to sura, called confidential Atma-vidya, Raja-vidya, and Shiva the Atma-vid himself elaborates these Gyan Murlis through Arjuna Virendra Dev Dikshit. The eye is called Netra in Sanskrit, meaning the ever beyond darkness is Shiva called the Ayugma Netra. And as claimed by AIVV, Krishna Chandra, Lekhraj Kripalani's soul enters Virendra Dev Dikshit to listen to Shiva's elaboration, shown as three souls in one bodily staff. The sacred caduceus is shown this way as Shivanetra self-manifested in Shankara along with Krishna Chandra is the sacred authority called Adam in Abrahamic scriptures. The three together is the Aditya, the Yahweh Elohim that enlightens the entire world population. Thus, as said in this verse, those who remember Shiva self-manifested in Agni, Adam, transfer to the deity world, the heavenly day, and those yogis who remember Bhagavan in the Chandrama of the night return to Asuraloka, the hellish world of the seven Maharshis. Thus, Shiva is called Ayugma Netra. He self is the knower of yoga, the yoga with Shiva. The unadulterous remembrance of the ever beyond darkness Shiva, detaching from all worldly thoughts, relationships, materials, desires, a complete mental and physical celibacy is strictly followed at AIVV for the purpose of transforming the Iron Age adulterated opinion minds. Such wonderful divine rehabilitation center established by Shiva is perceived as prison by the Iron Age people. Chanting, reading, floral recitation of human written scriptures neither can destroy clashing opinions nor can establish Golden Age. Let's see more pictorial evidence of the BK-AIVV claims. See this ancient image where we see equal duration heavenly day of blissfully happy deities and the hellish night of 7 stars, the 7 Maharshis. At the end of this night, the Supreme comes and appears to the world through Adam, in whose bodily chariot is the moon, Lekhraj Kripalani. The Supreme Soul, Yahweh, through Arjuna's mouth, elaborates the wisdom of his day and his night. The three souls united in auspicious opinion are shown in the vertical eye. The same in here between the eyebrows of Shankara, Arjuna, Virendra Dev Dikshit. And here is Shankara Rudra with Ganesha, the Lekhraj Kripalani, along with 7 Maharshis shown as feminine, meaning body-conscious souls, dancing united in Shiva's opinion, having destroyed their divided false opinions. This is Adam, Eve with Yahweh or Shiva, Arjuna and Chandrama, praised as Savitra, Savitri or Agni and Soma in the Vedas. This part is representation of Devaloka, and down here is Krishna Chandra's night of 7 dead intellect gates. And this is the peak of chaos or adharma, where, including these two, the 7 religions, all 9 are full of darkness. Here is Anunnaki, same as this one. Here are other different forms of these. And the 3 combined souls in one Arjuna are shown as the 3 roots with 7 divided branches. or 7 inferior pillars of matter, the crescent moon, or Krishna Chandra Brahma. Here is Lekhraj Kripalani, the head of 7 branches of Asura Loka, as Krishna Chandra, and Brahma here, and Virendra Dev Dikshit, or Adam, along with the leader Shiva Yahva, is the root of the entire human family tree. The perfected Adam shown as Shivalinga or Vishnu, the Lord of Heaven. The 4 Manus in this verse have been shown as 4 prophets here, or in this way, or in the Gita as 4 horses, where Soma, Krishna Chandra Brahma, is shown as Hanuman, and Bhagavan has been shown as the leader of Arjuna's intellect, self manifested in Arjuna's bodily chariot. Here also the 4 Manus are depicted as 4 horses or 4 rivers, and this is another metaphor of these. This picture is the metaphor of Saptarishis, including Rudra Ganesh with Shivanetra. And this picture is a memorial of Saptarishis unanimously agreeing with Agni, the Vishnu, with Brahma and Shivanetra. All these pictures depict the same objective, but due to the human demonic opinions, complete ignorance prevails all around about them. The Supreme Spirit Shiva got these 4 pictures made in 1961 at BK, whose knowledge is revealed in the Jnana Murlis. At BK, their basic explanation is given through a 7-day course, and basic plus advanced, the combined 7-day course, is elaborated in the AIVV to give Manasa Jata, meaning mind-born birth, that eliminates all false, ignorant, divided opinions. This is the human family tree where Shiva revealed that the 7 Maharshis are Abraham, Buddha, Christ, Shankaracharya, Muhammad, Guru Nanak, and Dayananda Saraswati. And upon the second coming of these Sapta Maharshis, they themselves will bring in their subjects to receive the knowledge of Shiva, and Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam will be established by 2036. Thus, all the souls come into Shiva's knowledge by their turn, first being the firm souls of Adam's Arjuna's Sanatana deity religion, who are born in the Sanatana religion till the last birth. By 2036, both the religious branches established in India, and the left Abrahamic branches would all become united in Shiva's auspicious opinion, thus ending the Iron Age world. This is the very reason that in BK and PBK, mostly souls of the Sanatana religion are visible right now. So now we have seen the evidences that prove these allegations made by YouTubers to be false. We will see the proofs of this allegation in the next phase of YouGog News. So the conclusion is that all humans born with their own body, including these 2, Arjuna and Krishna Chandra, Virendra Dev Dikshit and Lekhraj Kripalani, cannot be declared as self-aware of spiritual knowledge. Only knower of spiritual knowledge is the ever unborn Shiva. Thus, this news channel intends to motivate the viewers to take Manasa Janma, mind-born birth, through the 7-day creation course at AIVV. Please obtain information of the AIVV center near to your residence by calling these numbers. Media sources are requested to go through the 7-day course and realize the supreme task happening through BK-AIVV, and thus become helpful in communicating to the whole world.